James chapter 5 verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
This is Dabu7. We talk about some of these numbers, but I want to put it into perspective. I want people to be able to see clearly what is happening here. We are witnessing the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of mankind. And it's not going to you and me. It's not no dot-com bubble. It's not an opportunity for you and me. It is a worldwide scam that is allowing the richest of the richest to continue to get richer as they continue to siphon what we have left away from us. And as the lemmings sit there, this continues on a day-by-day basis. But as we look here, Elon Musk has now slid into position number 2 until Mr. Gates cashes in on all of his vaccine stuff. Then he will overtake the position, I'm sure. These guys are going to be around in this top shuffle for a while. Whether it's Bezos, Musk, Gates, Zuckerberg, Buffett, these are the major players. And they are frontmen. These are frontmen for all the richest families in the world. They'll allow you to think that these men are the richest, most powerful, but they are not. They are not of the most richest families, and we know this. They may be the most single high net worth individuals out there, but they are a part of this game. And these families want you to take your anger out and all of everything out on these frontmen before you ever find them in their castles. Okay? This is the name of the game. So they too are raking in big money, but you're never going to see it on these charts. You need to understand that. Okay? So there are 650 billionaires on this list. And this is just the top. Yeah. You know how many millionaires there are? I used to think that, $1 million was so much money, and it still is. It's a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But in this day and age, when you're talking about trillions and going beyond that, it starts to lose its value of what it stands for. I mean, a million is a million, but it used to always seem to me that it was so much. And these days, when you see trillions, billions, and trillions, you realize that these guys see that as pennies. It's nothing. And they're not willing to help the masses that are starving. That's my biggest problem with this whole thing. That's why I pray to the Most High to send righteousness back in the form of fire to cleanse this place the right way. So we can live a righteous life from here, because I'm not so sure that any entity or soul wants to enter back into this realm, as hellish as it is. It really is starting to become like the days of Noah. Yeah. I'll leave a link below. Make sure to join me over here on D Live. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. The gloves come off. It's going down over here. Look forward to seeing you guys over here. Much love.
Do you drive for work?
Shalom. All praises, glories, and honors to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Wachar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth, as well as men of like mind. Shalom wa chasad to the elect, which means peace and mercy to the elect of the nation of Israel, whom are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelite foreigners of the sea land of our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are scattered here in America, which is Babylon the Great, and abroad. To you I say Shalom in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ratazah. This lesson is edifying. Now, this is just another example.
Work? Every 1,000 miles you drive for work is worth up to 545.
Part of this game.
To show us that the earth has truly been given into the hands of the wicked, who is Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian race, beginning with their super elites, their banking families, their Rothschilds, their Gettys and their DuPonts, their Oppenheimers, so on and so forth. Because within the hierarchy of the elites, you have certain of them that are on greater levels than others in terms of wealth and power. And Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, that guy looks like a straight up frog, like an amphibian, and Warren Buffett, all these Edomites, they have been turned from billionaires into even greater billionaires. And then you have some billionaires that became trillionaires. So this is just another example that these devils, they have everything. Meanwhile, you have you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelite foreigners living in the ghettos, living on the reservations, in the hood, in the projects, all messed up and destitute of the things that are necessary for life, man. Such as food, enough money to keep a roof over your heads and food on the table for your families, But meanwhile, these Edomites, the Bezos and the Musk and the Gates, they continue to become more richer, more wealthier. But we understand that this man's system is about to go down and he's about to lose all his wealth. Okay? It says, "Go to now, ye rich men." James chapter 5, verse 1. "Go to now, ye rich men. Ye rich men." Accent, excuse me. "Ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." And what is that misery that's going to come upon them? The destruction of their kingdom and them going into slavery under the nation of Israel. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, when he returns to render his angered fury and his rebuke with flames of fire upon the kingdom of the wicked, will cause the wicked to lose all their wealth. Bezos is going to lose all his money. Musk is going to lose all his money. Gates is going to lose all his money. Zuckerberg, Buffett. And then they're all going to go into slavery, beginning with the very top elites, their Rothschilds, okay? Their Oppenheimers, so on and so forth, their Lees. And they're going to all go into slavery under the nation of Israel. And everything that they've stolen, they're going to cough right back up, man. Like it says in the book of Job, the 20th chapter. He has swallowed down riches, and he's going to vomit them back up, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so that's that misery that's going to come upon them, the destruction of their kingdom and the losing of their wealth, of their power. Your riches are corrupted because they've gotten their riches off of the rape, the robbing, and the murdering of the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and through ill-gotten gains, through what is known as some called globalization, where they go from land to land, country to country, and steal all the resources for themselves, setting up military garrisons and bases, and taking total control. And that's how they became richer. And those are just simply corrupted rich. And your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, is corrupted, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Because you see, gold had been the ruin of many. Sirach chapter 30, I believe it's 34, or is it 31? Sirach chapter 31, verse 5. He that loveth gold shall not be justified. Justified means to be made right. And he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. And their gold and silver, as we had just read in the book of James, the 5th chapter, is cankered, is corrupted, is moth-eaten. Okay? He that loveth gold shall not be justified. And these Edomites, they're not righteous. They're the wicked. And he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. So these Edomites reaped their riches through ill-gotten means, through raping, robbing, and murdering, and the stealing of resources from other lands, other continents, other countries. And that's all corruption. And seeing that they've reaped they've sown corruption, they shall reap corruption through destruction. Well, that's a tough lesson. They shall reap destruction for their corruption. Okay, they sowed corruption through destruction, and they're gonna reap destruction because of their corruption. Lord's willing, I'm gonna do a lesson on that title. But it reads on to say, still have enough thereof. Gold had been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. So gold has been the ruin of many of our own people. Pardon me, many of our own people of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You know, they did foul things to get rich. Okay, corruptible things. They committed acts, sodomy, idolatry, all kind of things. But as for these Edomites, gold is going to be, in other words, their wealth, their power, their riches, that's going to be a part of their destruction. And their destruction was present. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. See, people sacrifice to that spirit of mammon, you know, to get wealthy, to get rich, and every fool shall be taken therewith. So these devils, they're going to be taken along with their gold in the destruction that the Lord is going to bring upon his kingdom. So now let's go back to the book of James, chapter 5, verse 3. It reads on to say, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure to get together for the last days. Because in the last days, once these devils lose their power, which we are in the last days, we are in the latter days of the last days, all the riches that these devils have reaped, they did it for us. So when we get into power, you know, we'll get all their riches, all the gold bars and everything that they really stole from us. Okay, they're gonna vomit it all back up. Let me just read that real quick. Here in the book of Job chapter 20. And Tawadi Yahweh Shemi Awashah for the inspiration to do this lesson, because when I saw the video, I immediately thought of James' 5th chapter. And then when I pulled up the Bible app, my Bible app, boom, James' 5th chapter was there. So that was confirmation, you know, to do the lesson, to edify the elect. So let's go straight to the point. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 15. He had swallowed down riches through what? Through corruption, through ill-gotten gains, going from country to country with his enlarged desire, which is as hell, because he could never be satisfied. He has an insatiable nature. Okay? And he shall vomit them up. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall cast them out of his belly. That's why it says here in the book of the book of James, the 5th chapter, that he had heaped up treasure together for the last days, because he's going to vomit them all back up for the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, all those gold bars and all, you know, the precious stones and gems that they stored and they have kept hidden, all that is what they're going to vomit up for the nation of Israel. It reads on to say here in James 5th chapter, the 4th verse, behold, the hire of the laborers. Who are the laborers of the society? The nation of Israel. Okay, the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, built this society. And the payment of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by a fraud. Why? Because they're not dealing righteously. They're not paying the laborers for their hire in righteousness. Instead, they're heavily taxing us, you know, through wicked means, you know, through their monetary system and the whole way that it works, you know. And the laborers labor so hard, yet they don't have enough. Ecclesiastes chapter 6, Verse 7, all the labor of a man is for his mouth, and yet the appetite is not filled. Why? Because all the hire of the laborer is kept back by these devils through fraud. Because that's just how Esau Edom deals, man. The hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, who work day in and day out, build your massive buildings and your skyscrapers, work really hard, on the construction sites, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, right? The Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, the Gates, the Zuckerbergs, the Warren Buffett, and all their likes have lived in pleasure on the earth with an insatiable appetite, coveting greedily all the day long, as the scripture says in the book of Proverbs, and being wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Right, you're fattening yourself up. You're getting yourself real nice for the day of slaughter, which you are ignorant to because of your pride, which has blinded you to the fact that you think that your kingdom is going to continue forever. For it is written that their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. But they know that their time is coming to its end. That's why they are coming down having a great wrath, because they know that they have but a short time. That's why they're pushing their New World Order agenda, true gradualism and psyops. The whole coronavirus, the vaccine. Oh, you got to take the vaccine. All these things are vehicles that these devils are using to aid them into getting to their New World Order, which is to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that mark is a mark of the beast, which is an RFID microchip. Okay, that's the mark of the beast. So it says, ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Because in the day of slaughter, the animal is real fattened up. He's like a cow. They might, fatten the cow up. Feed it real nice and everything, so that the day that's ready to get slaughtered, the meat and everything is going to be good. You have condemned and killed the just. Who is the just? The elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, ultimately Israel, but specifically the elect of the nation of Israel. And he doeth not resist you. Why? Because we are subject to this man's system. So I'll conclude the lesson here. I just wanted to do a quick lesson based off of this video here that was uploaded by Dabu. And Lord's willing, it was edifying to the elect. Until the next, I say Shalom. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Akakudash Brekatham to the elect.